Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Before the weekly candle close, I thought I'll do another update video because, it's only a few hours until the weekly candle closes, roughly 3 hours when you probably watch this video. Then we have left in the weekly candle. It was really, for the most part, a really quiet weekend. Bear in mind, a 3-day weekend in the United States. So there's Memorial Day they are celebrating, and therefore it could really also be a quiet Monday. And it might be a quiet weekly candle close as well. Normally I say, you typically can expect some volatility around that weekly candle close. And we've seen that in the last few weeks. But I don't know if it's going to be different today. A lot of people taking some time off really. And overall, we can still count this as a triangle. That's still my view. Yeah, we've seen a bit of a recovery on the weekend, even though it was a bit of a quiet one, but honestly nothing major, and it's already coming down again. As I've already indicated in the previous video, there is a possibility that we have here, after the triangle peaked here at 29,850, we started our wave 1 down, we had a wave 2 recovery, a very swift recovery, and that we are moving down then in a wave 1 and another wave 2. And we are now approaching the wave 3 of this wave 3. Now the alternative is that this was a wave 1 and this wave 2 has never finished, but that it is finishing somewhere here. Yeah. So, but that would need to be quite a bit of a, it probably would need to get a little bit higher for that. At the moment it's looking like that this is just a wave 1 and a wave 2 of a wave 3. So we've got a few options here, and this is currently still what I prefer, that we had the wave 1 down, we had the wave 2 to the upside, we had here a wave 1 to the downside, and an ABC pattern which completed this wave 2 in yellow. Originally I think I had the wave 2 in yellow here, but I said, we can obviously still go a little bit higher and then have to move that wave 2. That is just the reality of the chart. That is not a problem. As long as we don't break above the 29,850, we can go with this scenario, which doesn't mean we can't move above that level, because I had a few questions. Someone commented, I said, I think it was the ADA chart or something, or Solana. I said it couldn't go above that level, and now it does. Well, of course it can do. I'm not making the prices, but we have to understand that it's all about probabilities, and if a certain level is broken here, then we have to go with a different scenario, and that allows us to understand, right, the way we went with was wrong, and we can look at a different one, and then with a higher probability then we'll get to the next outcome. It's pretty much, you're looking for ways that work, you're looking for ways that don't work. Whenever you found a way that doesn't work, then at least right, I'll take that to the side and we go with the other one, which then will work. But that is just what it is. And for now, however, this is still playing out. I have been having this scenario on the chart now for a while, and I still expect a further downside from here. Had a few questions, what happens if the price is going to go up? Can it extend further to the upside in this wave 4? Is maybe the wave 4 here not finished? And yeah, of course, it could be that if we break this 29,850 level, this sort of invalidation point down here, that we can still move a bit higher. That is absolutely possible. And also in the wave 4, and I explained that in the member live stream today, I explained that in previous videos, certainly we could move to 33k even in a wave 4 here. Yeah, but it doesn't really make sense to discuss these options until that wave E here, where the wave 1 started, isn't broken, because at the moment we are still in this scenario. I mentioned a few times now, the alternative is that if we move higher, it would probably just be an extension of the wave 4 correction. But as long as we are still in the current scenario, there's no reason to make that the primary one. Yeah, because currently we are still following this path nicely, in a wave 1 down, in a wave 2 up, and we could now really be in that wave 3 here. And actually, we could already have started here with the wave 3 of the wave 3, which is typically then very, very strong. In this case, it would be very bearish. But it's still a bit too early to talk about that. What we would need for confirmation is to break the swing low here at 28.2k, and then 28k also. That is the major wave 1 here, and that wave 3 should really go to, I'd say, at least 26.7k, so the 1.618 Fibonacci extension level. That is what we're looking for here. Still waiting for it, yeah, and it's just a quiet weekend. That's why it's taking a bit longer. Bear in mind, in any move down, you also have corrective moves to the upside that can be frustrating at times if you see the price move up, even though you think it's actually going to go down. But yeah, it's just part of the game. Every impulsive wave down consists of recovery waves to the upside as well, which in the end are part of the downtrend, because you make lower lows and lower highs, but you will always see a little bit of recovery in these waves down as well. It's just this interplay of pessimism and optimism. And looking at the weekly candle close, it might be here a world record for Bitcoin. Don't think it's ever done that before. I don't think we will switch this around in 3 hours. I think we will get here 9 weekly candle closes in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 weekly candle closes in a row. I don't think Bitcoin has ever done that before. We need to understand that the higher the price generally goes of Bitcoin, and generally it will go much higher, it will also probably take longer to finish these corrections off when they then come down in the end. Therefore, it is just natural at some point in the future we will have 10, 11, 12 red weeks maybe at some point. That's normal, but it's still something worth talking about. We are here still in a downtrend, and we close week by week lower at the moment, yeah. And the first green candle on the weekly candle close would indicate a first reversal to the upside, depending on how that candle looks like. Yeah, overall here on the weekly as well, if we look at the indicators, short signal on the ADX and the RSI still lower. We're pretty much at the same level that we were here when COVID started on the weekly. That is quite significant, and we're nearly there where we were actually at the end of the bear market 2018. And the MACD on the weekly also still pointing to the downside. There is no recovery yet visible. So yeah, we need to be a bit more patient still. Yeah, and I'll of course keep you updated. Other than that, have a great start into the week, and I think it might be a quiet day tomorrow. I don't think there are any major announcements either. So it might just it might just need another few days of patience here before we really see the decision here in this triangle. If there will be finally that breakout to the downside, which I expect, where we make lower lows eventually for Bitcoin, and that is still what I expect, for the price to go into the target area here in yellow once more. It did already reach it with that wave 3 here in red, but I would expect at least one lower low still for Bitcoin before we can think about a recovery to the upside and new all-time highs. But yeah, one possible target here for the next major low will be here the 22k level, which is the 200-week moving average. All right, that's my view about Bitcoin. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, check out the channel membership and maybe even the trading course I'm currently offering on morecryptoonline.com. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.